Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we have Shredder, the Terran player, playing against Blayid, also a Terran player. And with me tonight we have the other casters, Silencer and Dark Angel. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome.
Good evening, gentlemen.
So, what do you guys think about tonight? Should be an interesting game of Starcraft.
Well, let's hope so as we look at this matchup on purity between two Terran players. On the right, we have the blue Terran, Blayid, and on the left, top left, we have the red Terran, Shredder.
So both players are very new to Starcraft. As we can see, Shredder puts his supply depot at the bottom of the ramp. Not that it really matters in a TvT matchup, but interesting choice of placement.
Refinery going down for Blayid.
Yeah, opening up standard barracks into refinery into barracks.
Yeah,
Shredder walling off on the low ground.
I quite like this this map. You could come and drop your... As a Terran player, you could lift your command center, fly it over and drop it here. The other players don't often scout it until quite late in the game. At that point, you've already mined what you've needed to mine. Yeah, I've never seen this kind of placement before with the barracks and supply depot at the bottom of the ramp. What is going through Shredder's mind right now?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
Perhaps he's going for a quick protection on his natural, although it seems unlikely.
Blayid pushing out Marines again. Oh, and Shredder goes down for an early expansion. I like that.
Blayid going for 2 gases. I wonder if he also has enough money for an expansion. He also takes an early expansion.
Great. But why is he going so heavy on the gas if he only has a barracks?
He has fully saturated his main. Shredder sending an SCV into the watchtower in the middle of the map.
That is excellent game plan from these bronze heroes.
We see a Reaper coming out for Blayid. Will it miss the 2 Marines up at the scouting point? Yes, it will. He rallies it around to the natural.
Yes.
Very well done there by Blayid.
Very, very well done. But well done from Shredder as well. Blayid doesn't see that there's 2 Marines sitting here. I'm not sure if I like both Marines there. But now Shredder knows there's a Reaper.
Shredder's Marine on move command, and Blayid's Reaper takes him out.
Oh, this is gonna be deadly. Shredder has nothing for this Reaper back at the base. This is gonna be a slaughter. But can Blayid get it in any kills with this Reaper?
Oh, Blayid making the mistake of focusing on the SCVs that are in and out of the refinery. As 1 SCV chases him down, 2 SCVs chase him down,
Hoping for a citizen's arrest.
3 SCVs take him down. 1 Marine comes into the natural.
Only 2 kills so far with this Reaper. He has the potential to get a lot more. But what is Shredder doing to counter this?
Great aggression from Blayid.
Yeah, very good Reaper macro there.
Excellent aggression. And on the back of this, Blayid did not forget about production facilities. He's still upgrading STIM, which is almost complete. He's still pumping out units. He's still pumping out SCVs.
Second barracks about to finish up for Blayid as well. Whereas
A great start for Blayid. Great start for Blayid. Big improvement from the last game. We're seeing a quicker expansion, a quicker response, a more aggressive assault.
Absolutely. I mean, look at the resource collection rate over here. Even though Shredder went early second expansion, Blayid still has the upper hand.
Shredder not far behind, all things considered. Seeing the mules drop in his natural expansion. As Blayid begins to upgrade an orbital command.
Shredder puts down a scan. This is so vital for this early on in the game.
Sees the starport of Blayid.
He sees there's a factory as well, but he's also got a factory to back this up. Shredder forgetting about Stim, but does he need it right now? He puts his starport down as well.
Mirror built out of both of them.
Basically.
Very good TvT on our hands.
Blayid changing his mind with the second Reaper that he sent out. Was looking to jump to high ground once more, but now it's bringing it back to his base.
Defend any early possible aggression coming out of Shredder.
Still missing those 2 key units though, still missing the units on the Zelnaga tower.
The 2 Marines sitting at their watchtower.
Yep.
Shredder has 2 tanks on the high ground of his main base, ready for any sort of aggression that comes out of Blayid.
They good placement. I like where he's put the tanks, but I would rather have put them on the lower ground just to protect his second expansion.
Blayid's TPM nearly at 1. Shredder is still yet to build the turret.
Blayid is going massive defense with these turrets. I mean, look at the spacing between these two.
Shredder's only started an engineering bay now.
Why is Blayid going so heavy on the turrets? He's only seen that Shredder has 1 factory. Why is he wasting his resources?
Ready for dust off.
Yeah, he has so little vision of what's actually going on inside Shredder's base.
I mean, he's just assuming for the worst here. Shredder putting down another scan. Sees there's a huge army of Marines. What does he have to back this up?
Shredder just throws down the fusion core, which can only mean one thing, really.
So Blayid
Unless it's
knows.
ranged.
Blayid was expecting this, hence all the turrets. But where is the production facilities for Shredder?
Still stuck on 2 barracks, 1 factory, 1 starport.
Blayid has loaded his medivacs in. I like this. Blayid scans the base. He sees there's a huge opportunity here for engagement.
Shredder has 4 tanks, 1 Liberator, 9 Marines and a Marauder against a 16 Marine drop from Blayid coming up.
Huge APM from Blayid at this point in time.
Shredder begins to posture his army towards his main ramp.
Blayid scans again. He sees there's no protection on this mineral line. He goes in for the kill with these 2 medivacs. He drops the Marines. Shredder reacting very delayed to this, but he does react nonetheless.
Blayid manages to pick up some of his army. Will he get the medivacs out? Yes, he will.
And he will go in.
Very good assault.
Drop them in the second mineral line. Oh, this is terrible for Shredder. Shredder's not pulling his army from the lower ground. Is he going to tap out? Oh,
Shredder.
it seems we have lost Shredder.
DC maybe.
Let's hope this wasn't Alt F4. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in the game and doing the countdown for these players.
Upgrade complete.
Players resume, and we find ourselves at the back end of this terrible assault by Blayid on the mineral line of Shredder, as he loses almost all of his SCVs.
I believe this battle cruiser did save the day, but at what cost?
damage has been done.
Shredder is down to almost as many SCVs as he started with, and not a good spot to be
I mean,
in.
look at this worker supply, and he's got SCVs just idling here. He needs to get these SCVs mining minerals again. At least he has quite a lot of minerals available at his disposal. Blayid almost losing this medivac. These players definitely need to expand.
Blayid continuing to surround his entire base with turrets, ensuring that Shredder's not going to be medivac dropping his backline.
Or that battle cruiser. That battle cruiser saving the day there, and Blayid's not taking any chances with those around.
But Blayid is making Vikings to counter these battle cruisers. Formidable army by Blayid. He needs to go and attack now to finish this off. I like the placement of Shredder's siege tank over here, giving him vision here should the army step into that ring of death. Blayid loading these medivacs again, but not doing anything with them as yet. Let's take a look at the camera, the player's cam.
Additional supply depots required.
Both players supply blocked at the moment.
Lovely. Shredder learning from that mistake. He's putting some turrets down. Both players playing somewhat defensively.
TPM begins to rouse.
Blayid very much looking at another assault, but seems uncertain as to the timing, as we potentially see a third expansion coming out for Shredder in the top left corner as he positions his two SCVs for the expansion, but has not expanded just yet.
Ready for desktop.
Shredder, Blayid puts down a scan in Shredder's base.
And that third expansion finally being built for Shredder, just as we go with the 12-minute mark.
Excellent.
Putting Blayid in a little bit of a difficult situation as he begins to dry up his final minerals in his first base.
Absolutely. Silencer, but he does have an attack here. 3 medivacs, but very solid defense here. I'm sure he's bound to lose 1 or 2.
Absolutely, as he
does scan.
slowly meanders.
He sees the turrets and he pulls back. Good decision.
4 battle cruisers being up for Shredder as he begins to build 2 more, with that third expansion well on the way.
I think Blayid not putting any pressure on Shredder after taking out his mineral line has definitely given Shredder an opportunity to crawl his way back into the game with the supplies nearing 12 between them.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's definitely given Shredder an opportunity to get back into this game, and I must say I fancy Shredder's chances, yeah.
Definitely. Blayid is putting a third base at the gold, and that should give him a jump back in financially eventually. But also Shredder not making anything other than battle cruisers. Oh,
At the moment,
Blayid going for another expansion on this island.
Shredder has 4 idle SCVs in the top left-hand corner where he took his third expansion. 5 actually. And he seems to be a bit starved for gas. There we go. As I mentioned that,
And he doesn't he's not prepared for this drop. He's going to lose that expansion. Is Blayid aware? Blayid is not aware of this expansion.
Yeah, he has no idea.
He's just planning to come around, and same game plan as he did earlier.
Mineral field.
Just, yeah.
Shredder's economy looking strong. But how does his army supply look? Not bad, not great. Blayid putting scans down.
The Venn diagram of scale.
Blayid moving out his medivacs into the third expansion. He sees the third expansion. Will he drop there? Yes, he will. Goes for the third expansion, takes out the 2 mules, takes out more ACVs.
Does, and I mean,
Focuses the refinery.
this army from Shredder is not backed up with any medivacs. They will get obliterated.
Blayid taking his own costs there. Those Marauders wreaking absolute havoc on the Marines as he...
And Shredder's
backs up the
planetary
medivacs.
fortress just completes in the nick of time, saving this expansion from this onslaught.
Shredder also seeing what's going on with Blayid's army in the left. Blayid postures out with all of his Vikings, Marines and Marauders as Shredder brings in all 7 of his battle cruisers into the main.
I mean,
Flying through those slow zones.
air
it's
turrets
great.
are not. Those battle cruisers
Going to
are
stop.
just gonna
Zip.
slip straight through there, forcing Blayid's
J
hand,
turrets.
pulling his army. This might be a GG, ladies and gentlemen.
Blayid backs out his Vikings, although Blayid has quite a number of Vikings available. Will it be enough to take out these battle cruisers?
13 Vikings. I'm not sure if 13 Vikings beats 7
Oh,
battle
but
cruisers.
Blayid misclicks and he drops half the Vikings to the ground. What is going on here?
Shredder needs to focus down these Vikings. The Vikings backing out. Is the TPM going to save Shredder
No.
here?
Look at these Vikings just running to their death. And I mean, these battle cruisers have the ability to walk back to base should Shredder wish to save them, but he does not. Meantime,
Shredder already losing 4 battle cruisers.
this is just great game here from Shredder, lowering the army supply, the worker supply of Blayid's. But is he aware of the gold base and this expansion up here? I don't think so.
Shredder's absolutely destroyed this natural expansion, and Blayid seems to have forgotten his main army. He's not responding whatsoever to this attack.
At all. He's too. I think he's very busy macroing his gold base in the bottom left-hand
Yes.
corner that he's forgotten, and his sneaky base in the top right-hand corner that he's forgotten about. His
Oh.
natural. He's losing all of his production. Not all of it.
Not looking good for Blayid after that attack. Although he does have quite a big army still, is it enough to deal with these battle cruisers? He has a number of Vikings and Marauders, but not much else.
I do think 15 Vikings beats
Absolutely.
these three BCs, but
I mean, he needs to walk them back at home to save them, but he doesn't. He loses them.
Loses all 7 battle cruisers and has...
And he has no armory to upgrade these. He has one
there's
armory,
one more.
and he has
one
level
armory on
1
the third.
upgrades on them.
Has 1 battle cruiser ready, a couple siege tanks, a few Marines, but not much else as some of his workers begin to stagnate in his first base.
Bringing Shredder's army supply double to that of Blayid. Good attack there, but Shredder needs to rebuild this army as soon as possible because this is quite something on its way.
Is Blayid aware of this? He seems to be moving out for an attack.
Shredder with
Perhaps
a bank that he just does not seem to be spending at the moment.
Number one problem with these players, they need to spend their bank. They need more production facilities. Still only 1 barracks, 2 barracks, 2 starports. It's just not enough.
Shredder has absolutely no idea of Blayid's 2 bases. One in the both southwest and northeast corners. He has absolutely no idea.
And surely after scanning this army, he surely needs to be asking himself, where did Blayid get the resources to
Minerals.
produce this army? Surely he needs to go and scout, but he doesn't.
Blayid moving out his Vikings and Medvacs and couple Marauders that he has.
He fires
Hoping
up
for the best here.
3-3 at the same time.
He knows where the third expansion is. Seems to be moving towards it.
Blayid spending all his minerals. Shredder not quite doing the same. Blayid moving in for the kill. Will Shredder repair the planetary defense? He doesn't. He's going to lose this fortress. How much damage can this fortress do? Not much, ladies and gentlemen. The battle cruisers come into the picture.
5 battle cruisers coming in. 2 Thors.
But wait for
Vikings are
Blayid
grounded.
to lift these Vikings, but he doesn't. And once again, Shredder's battle cruisers are going to save the day. Shredder quickly sieging this tank. I like it, just to add that extra ground defense. What a great engagement by Shredder.
2 Vikings for Blayid out in the middle of the 2 Thors out in the middle of the map, but
Quickly
they
pulling
seem to
them
be
back.
marching back home. The 3rd one going out to meet them.
Will Shredder rebuild this army? He's repairing his tank. I like that.
Oh, Shredder's gonna see the Thors. Will he see the Thors?
Shredder has no
not
income.
seen them.
Shredder now has no income.
He needs to expand again. He needs to extend this. Oh, he is
Shredder
doing
sees
so.
He sees the Thors. He sees the Thors. He moves out. And he focuses the Marines. Starts focusing the Thors. Will take out the Thors.
Not making
Massive
use of
damage coming
Yamato
out.
cannon.
Liberation
Beautiful.
zone
I
coming in.
like the addition of the Liberator there. Excellent play there by Shredder. I mean,
Big fight for Shredder as his battle cruisers absolutely obliterate the last crawlers from that attack.
Blayid has no army left, and Shredder repairing these battle cruisers. I love this. What a great game here.
I think
Yeah,
that's
Shredder
it.
really giving it his all.
I think that's it, gentlemen. There's no production left here for JD. He's lifting his buildings.
Absolutely, he needs to GG out of this.
Yeah.
Fortunately for Shredder, he has no idea of those 2 bases. And
And
as far as he's aware, it's just the space.
2 more battle cruisers on the way for Shredder.
Shredder needs to scan. I mean, there's this whole section of the map that Shredder hasn't scanned, including the top here.
We're returning fire.
I like Blayid lifting off these bases, these starports. He's gonna go land them on his satellite base up at the top. Nice play with Shredder with the Liberator. Great to see beginner Starcraft players using the Liberator. Will these Liberators, these starports, lead the Liberators to the satellite base?
Blayid rebuilding his production facilities in the bottom left-hand corner. 3 more racks out, coming out here.
Excellent. Not sure why he's put double engineering base.
1 rack.
0 upgrades with the armory. That's why these battle cruisers have been able to take out these
Vikings so quickly. He has 3 Marines. But he's producing Vikings.
the math seems to compute right.
Starport's hanging in the middle of nowhere.
Shredder seems to catch a bit of a whiff of these expansions. Does see the first one.
He does.
Will he be able to?
He scanned the bottom. He scanned the 7 o'clock
Which
base.
will lead him on to the next one.
So we hope.
So we
Ooh,
hope.
scans out the next one. So we hope.
And
We
that's
see him.
a GG. Blayid taps out.
Play GG's. That scan. Brilliant.